2, 3. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a super brief intro because it's really hot here, so I don't really have energy to do an intro, but I just want to give you a little bit of context about today's video. So me and my mom are doing this little mini challenge series. So today my mom challenges me to the Jericho challenge, and she'll explain a little bit more about what that means. And in Wednesday's video, I'm going to be challenging my mom to face her biggest fear ever. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification because you're going to want to know when that video comes out. Don't forget to use my code Vanessa and check out Virtud at virtudtienda.com and their Instagram. Link in the description will be with all the instructions on how to use my code and with a link to their website and their Instagram. So now let's get on with the video.
Hi everybody, welcome back. We're here in Toledo. We are standing by the Puente de San Martin. This is the San Martin Bridge. And today what we're gonna do is explore a little bit more of Toledo. I love Toledo, as you already know, because of the ancient architecture, the rich history, the customs, but one of the really amazing parts about Toledo is the wall. That Toledo is still surrounded by an ancient wall. And when I see the ancient wall of Toledo, I always think about ancient cities such as Jericho. And so today, what we're gonna do to explore a little bit more of the richness of Toledo is to do an exploration around the wall. So just as Joshua decided to walk around the city of Jericho, around the walls of Jericho with all of the Israelite troops, today Vanessa has accepted the Jericho challenge to walk completely around the wall of Toledo this morning. We're going to start off the adventure by taking some steps down to the foot of the wall right here by the San Martin Bridge, and we're gonna make a complete lap around the city. So come join with us. We're gonna have some great adventures.
Oh boy, here we go guys. I'm here at the bottom of the wall. As you can see, there it is. Oh, there it is up above me. I am not prepared for this. My mom has done this walk many times. She says it takes about 2 to 3 hours. And I am the least athletic person ever. So I have my huge bottle of water and I'm ready to start the challenge. So we're starting here by the stairs, the wall, the bridge, so that you can see that we will walk a full circle around just like the Israelites did. Just for a time reference so you know what time we're starting, it is currently 10:10 a.m. So we'll see what time we end. So there are many different areas on this pathway and we are about to enter into the very foresty one. We have the wall right here. This actually isn't that bad because this is like a forest shaded area, so it's actually like not hot at all, and it's usually super hot. So I actually am kind of loving it out here in the shade. Also, I guess my YouTube channel has pretty much just turned into videos of montages of me walking. So subscribe if you like watching me walk in fast motion, I guess.
This is one of my favorite places on the Jericho Challenge Trail. As you'll see in the background, there are some faces carved into the rocks. And it's really quite interesting because I've asked tour guides and I've asked historians in the area what the origin of those faces in the rocks are. And nobody can really tell me. They know that they're there. Nobody has any idea who put them there, why they're there, or what their historical value is. In fact, last time I was here, I walked on the other side of the river to see if I could get an even closer view of that particular rock, and it's completely taped off. They don't let anybody in it. So I'm not really sure why that is an area that is taped off so that nobody can approach it, but seems like it's something of great interest for somebody.
Okay, so this is something I did with my camp last year. We walked, not around the wall, but we walked this trail and all the kids screamed at the same time. And there's a ton of birds behind me and they all flew and it was so beautiful. So I'm gonna try one singular person screaming. I don't have a whole camp with me, but let's see if they get scared and fly off. It's really fun to do. Can they all flock back? There's so many birds. There's the wall. San Martin Bridge from the other side where we started.
As we continue walking around Toledo's city wall, we have now come out of the woods and forested area. And at this point, we're going to be walking almost completely in the sun. One of the really interesting aspects of this part of the wall is that we have a couple steps that seem to lead into the river. But these steps are very steep. As you can see, one step goes all the way up to my knee. So I wonder, as I'm exploring on these really large steps, who on earth would have made steps that are so big and so hard to walk up? That's the real question here. Hey guys, check this out. There are actually houses and businesses built right into the city of Wall, just like Rahab's house. This is a really neat area. On Friday evenings, you can take a boat from this side of the Tahoe River to the other side of the Tahoe River. And you can go on an excursion that will take you to the top of that cliff. And what do you find when you get to the top of the cliff? You find archaeologic ruins of the Carpetano culture. The Carpetanos were the first peoples to establish the city of Toledo. So from their archaeological ruins, you can tell that they inhabited not only this side of the Tahoe River, but also the other side. The interesting thing about it is you won't find any Carpetano remains here in the city on this side of the river because they've all been buried. They were buried when the Romans came and began to construct the city of Toledo on top of what the Carpetanos had already established. But if you go on that side of the river, you can still find your archaeological sites that will show you the remains of the Carpetano culture here in Toledo.
Okay guys, my mom has just informed me with some pretty bad news. We now have to walk up steps and walk around the cliffs of Toledo. What? Because the wall goes right up to the river, we are actually walking on top of the wall to make it around the city.
after having exited the foresty area of the trail, we are now in the cliffy area of the trail. If you look down, you can see it's super, super steep. And if you look up, it is also super, super steep. They have actually put up some kind of wiring on these stones to make sure that rocks don't fall onto the trail.
All right, this is another really cool part right here. I have found what I believe is the remains of an old bridge. If you look on that side of the river, you'll see that there are some stones that look like they were placed there. They're not the same color, they're not the same shape as a regular cliff. And then on top there's like tiny bricks laid together. And then if you follow the trajectory of that end of what would have been the bridge to right here, you see the other end of the bridge that would have been located to connect that side of the valley with this side of the valley.
So we have now exited the cliffy part of the trail and we're now entering into the commercial part of Toledo. On the other side of the wall is actually the Plaza of Socodover. If you can see over here, we have made it to our halfway point. It is the bridge on the other side of the wall. We started at the bridge of San Martin. Now we're at the bridge of Alcántara. And as you can see at the top of the hill, there's actually a castle. And you may be wondering, what is the difference between a castle and a palace? A castle is found outside of a walled city, while a palace is found inside the walled city. We have made it to our halfway point, the bridge of Alcántara. So we are now on the bridge of Alcántara, and this is the bridge that you would use in ancient times. If you wanted to do trading or go shopping in the market, you would come from the outside of Toledo through the bridge. Through that door would be the Plaza of Socodover, where you would do all your shopping and your trading. And then at night, these doors would be easily closed so that no intruders could get in. We have made it past our halfway point and now we are approaching the newer part of Toledo. If you would like to check out any of these things that I've been referencing, such as the Plaza of Socodover or the newer Toledo, you can always head over to my video that will be linked in the description of the destination reveal so you can get more in depth of what's actually inside the whole city.
And here's one of the towers, the outlook towers, where the warriors or soldiers, people who would watch over the city at night, would be able to sit in the towers and make sure that no invaders from the outside of the city were approaching.
So AKA where the peas throw slushies at the Israelites. So besides the Puerta de Bisagra, there's also this door that you would use to get into the city called the Puerta de Cambron.
Peep Brianna's camp. Little does she know that we're standing out here while she's having fun with her friends. Okay guys, we are just about to walk through the door, which will give us back to our starting point, which we'll have marked all the way around the bridge. So I'm about to walk through the door to have my completion of the city walk.
Yay! Lo hicimos! Mira! There's the bridge! We did it, guys!
We walked all the way around the walled city of Toledo. I'm gonna give it an overall review of it. Actually wasn't bad at all, and highly recommend. You get to see some pretty cool stuff, and I actually loved it a lot. So thank you, Mom, for this challenge.
So thanks for joining us for our Jericho challenge. It took us approximately 2 hours to go completely around the walled city of Toledo. And the really amazing thing is we did it in 2 hours, and I feel like I got a good workout. However, Joshua and the Israelite troops didn't just do it one time and called it quits. They actually did the trip around Jericho one time each day for 6 days. And then on that 7th day, they did 7 circles around the walled city of Jericho. They blew 7 horns, and the Israelite troops screamed, "Ah! Ah!" And the walls came tumbling down. You know the story. And then after that, as if the 7 trips around the city hadn't been enough exercise, after the wall of Jericho came tumbling down, all of the Israelite troops began hand-to-hand combat. Imagine that. After having had a full workout of walking around the city 7 times, then they start the real workout, hand-to-hand combat. So all I can say is they were in a lot better shape than I am. So thanks for joining us on this Jericho challenge, and I look forward to seeing you at next week's challenge.
So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to stay tuned for Wednesday's video. Thank you to Ashley who reposted my last video, and I hope to see you guys for Wednesday's video. Bye!